This video is about Ray Kurzweil's letter, and the title is Supporting Universal Basic Income: A Step in World Progress. I made a longer video about this, but it wasn't very coherent. I was tired, and it turned out to be an hour and a half long. And I'm tired today as well, but I need to do this. I think this requires more people sharing this. Many individuals have um, Elon Musk has mentioned. Um, I don't know why this thing keeps going to sleep. Photo booth, and I don't know how else to keep a video going here. Um, so Elon Musk has been a proponent of basic income. Scott Santons has been kind of. I think he's been pretty consistent with when it comes to making the case for basic income itself. Elon is obviously Elon Musk is obviously coming from a technology slash first principles kind of a background, and obviously he's super accomplished. So he kind of, I'm pretty sure Elon's one of the guys who kind of has an understanding of where some of the um, technological trends are going. So this letter again, I kind of caught my attention via Transcendence Man Ray Kurzweil's Facebook page. And what I'm going to do is simply read the letter from Ray Kurzweil. And the subtitle of this letter is People Will Benefit from Social Help plus Accelerating Tech and Science Abundance. So this letter was written on May 28th. It's about 15 days ago. And I will just kind of go ahead. So the article or letter starts with two hands that indicate one hand kind of giving the money out and the other hand receiving it, I believe. The currency itself has a bunch of metaphors in the form of imagery for, in no order of preference, but in random order: food, water, shelter, um, transportation. I think there's some entertainment in the background. I don't know what that is. There is healthcare, and there is some kind of a teddy bear or something. I don't know what the pollens or the is basically money raining down. I think I'm not sure. And there are grapes. I don't know. Like maybe there's other metaphors. Um, there's a picture of Ray Kurzweil himself, and there's kind of like a sub description in the form of I think cognitive computing does. They have this in here and there, or you can have it in any document, any living document. The column again is letters from Ray. It's dated May 27th, 2017, and the topic has been categorized as adopting a universal basic income for all people can help society think creatively with new ideas, develop new industries, and free up people to work on important future projects. This practical social support program can grow as science and technology rapidly evolve, becoming part of world abundance. Story by Ray Kurzweil. And the letter begins. Oh, there's kind of some clutter in my mom and dad's basement, or sorry, backyard. It's just kind of showing up in my reflection, but whatever. Uh, there's no allegory to anything. I'm just sitting here and I'm recording this video. Anyway, so um, the letter begins. Dear readers, as you might have seen in the news, entrepreneur and renowned Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg gave a commencement speech at Harvard University. He said in his talk, "To keep our society moving forward, we have a general challenge: to create new jobs, a renewed sense of purpose, and to take on big, meaningful projects." Our generation will have to deal with tens of millions of jobs replaced by automation like self-driving cars and trucks. But we will have the potential, sorry, but we have the potential to do so much more together. More than 300,000 people work to put man on the moon, including that janitor. Millions of volunteers immunize children around the world against polio. Millions of people build the Hoover Dam and other great projects. We should have a we should have a society that measures progress not just by economic metrics, but by how many of us have a role we find meaningful. We should explore ideas like basic universal income to give everyone a cushion to try new things. We're going to change many, we're going to change jobs many times, so we need affordable childcare to get to work and healthcare that aren't tied to one company. We're all going to make mistakes, so we need a society that focuses less on locking us up or stigmatizing us. And as tech keeps changing, we need to focus more on continuous education throughout our lives. Giving everyone the freedom to pursue purpose isn't free. People like me should pay for it. Many of you will do well, and you should too. That's why my wife, Priscilla Chan, and I started the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative and committed our wealth to promoting equal opportunity. These are the values of our generation. Signed, Mark Zuckerberg, source to the original article or a commencement speech. The letter by Ray Kurzweil then continues. A universal income is a form of security for a society's citizens in which all residents of a country regularly, unconditionally receive a sum of money, either from a government or public institution, in addition to any income received from elsewhere. I support something along these lines. We want to do it in a way that doesn't destroy incentives to contribute to society. So the question is how we get there. We already have a model approximating UBI with an asterisk. It stands for Universal Basic Income, in the form of food stamps, Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, emergency rooms, and other programs. You can get most of your needs for basic sustenance from these programs today, with the important exception of housing. There are shelters, but these are grim and dangerous. We are clearly headed towards a situation where everyone can live very well, with the support that society will provide. The fantastic price performance gains we've seen in information technologies coming to physical products, food, energy, and other material items as they all become information technologies, like 3D printing, vertical agriculture, and solar energy. I plan to talk about these issues and how they will affect and ultimately improve our civilization in my next book. I remain positive that people like Mark Zuckerberg are thinking creatively about the future. We will be able to enter an age of abundance as technology and science progress, makes a better world for us all, for all of us. Signed, Ray Kurzweil. Asterisk denotes Universal Basic Income stands for UBI. The next section is, subsection is 11 reasons to support basic income. Source again is basic income. And these are the 11 steps or reasons that Mr. Kurzweil has highlighted. I just gotta catch my breath and have a sip of my tea. And I gotta All right, reason number one. Basic income will help us rethink how and why we work. A basic income can help you do a basic income can help you do other work and reconsider old choices. It will enable you to retrain, save the knowledge that you'll have enough money to maintain a decent standard of living while you do. So it will help each of us decide what is it we truly want to do. Reason number two, basic income will contribute to better working conditions. With the insurance of having unconditional basic income as a safety net, workers can challenge their employers if they find their conditions of work unfair or degrading. Basic, Reason number three: basic income will downsize bureaucracy. Because the basic income scheme is one of the most simple tax benefits models, it will reduce all bureaucracy surrounding the welfare state, thus making it less complex, and costly, while being fairer and more emancipatory. Reason number four: basic income will make benefit fraud obsolete. Benefit fraud will vanish as a possibility because no one needs to commit fraud to get a basic income. It is granted automatically. Moreover, an unconditional basic income will fix threshold and poverty trap effects. Reason number five: basic income will help reducing inequalities. A basic income is a means for sharing the wealth produced by a society to all people, reducing growing inequalities across the world. Reason number six: it will provide a more secure and substantial safety net for all people. Most existing tested anti poverty programs exclude people because of their complexity or because they don't know how to apply or if they qualify. With a basic income, people currently excluded will automatically have their rights guaranteed. Reason number seven: basic income will basic income will contribute to less working hours, better distribution of jobs. With a basic income, people will have the option to reduce their working hours without sacrificing their income. So they'll be able to spend more time doing they'll be able to spend more time doing other things they find meaningful. At the macroeconomic level, this will induce a better distribution of jobs because people reducing their hours will increase job opportunities for those currently excluded from the labor market. Reason number eight: basic income will reward unpaid contributions. A huge number of unpaid activities are currently not recognized as economic contributions. Yet our economy increasingly relies on these free contributions. Think about Wikipedia or the work that parents do. A basic income would recognize and reward these activities. Reason number nine: basic income will strengthen our democracy. With a minimum level of security guaranteed to all citizens, and less time in work or worrying about work, innovation in political, social, economic, and technological terms would become a lively part of everyday life and its concerns. Reason number 10: basic income is a fair redistribution of technological advancement. Thanks to massive advancements in our technological and productive capacities, the world of work is changing. But most of our wealth and technology comes from standing on the shoulder of giants. We are wealthier because of our ancestors. Basic income is a way to civilize and redistribute the advantages of that ongoing advancement. Reason number 11, and the last reason cited in this article or this letter: basic income will end extreme financial poverty. Because we live in a world where we have the means and the will to end the kinds of suffering we see as a supposedly constant feature of our surroundings, basic income is a way to join together the means and the will. The letter has an image towards the end of a piggy bank with Bitcoin or some kind of currency going into it, maybe the dollar. And then towards the end, you have references to, I think that's Harvard University for Zuckerberg's commencement speech video, as well the overall channel, link to the Chan Zuckerberg Foundation, going to the original opening letter by Zuckerberg. The essentials, one relates to universal basic income, who is Mark Zuckerberg. An article by Futurism in the form of an infographic with the title of Universal Basic Income, the Answer to Automation. There's a link from the Vice News or magazine with the title, "What Would Happen If You Gave Everyone Free Money? New Experiments in Universal Basic Income." Then there's basic income main. What is basic income? The simple question, because there really is, there's no clear definition other than giving free money. I think, I'm not sure. I've been to at least one discussion about basic income in our local neighborhood surrounding in Ontario, Mississauga. Basic income, 10 reasons to support basic income. I think there's a book on topic. Oh, sorry. The book on topic is Basic Income: A Radical Proposal for a Free Society and a Sane Economy by Philippe van Parijs and Yannick van der Borth. And the article ends with an image of basic income lifting all balloons. It looks like the title of the book itself. So that is the letter by Mr. Kurzweil about, and there's a big kind of question. Every time I move my hands, it makes a sound on the mic. I don't know where the mic is stored on the. Oh, it's right here. That's why. Whoops, sorry. There's a big question mark about what's going to happen to jobs in a future where more and more jobs are going to be displaced by technology. And I'm going to refrain from my actual conversation about or commentary about this, although I did make an hour and a half long video. My intention here is to simply just share this letter that Ray Kurzweil has taken the time to document from his very busy and important schedule. So that's it. I just want to share this. So far, based on the limited amount of content that I've absorbed or have come across when it relates to the question of basic income, this seems to be the best summarization when it comes to the reasons why we need something like a basic universal income. And for that reason and that reason alone, I just wanted to kind of document this and just make a video about this. And we need to have a discussion about the role that basic income is going to play in society, but it has to be done intelligently. I kind of see these 11 reasons that will contribute towards a lot of the realities when it comes to implementing basic income intelligently. The nature of work is going to change. How we relate to each other is going to change as well. We're going to rethink a lot of different models, and the job's going to become somewhat manageable if the precepts are grounded in first principles. Economic systems, because they're not a science, it's not backed by physics, are not, into my knowledge, backed by, actually they are not backed by first principles. So those kind of models will change and evolve with the times. But anyways, I'll refrain from my commentary. This is just me sharing the important work that Ray Kurzweil has done when it comes to categorizing the 11 reasons why supporting the universal basic income as step in world progress, and why people and society will benefit from it, and we're going to have an abundance of not just science but social help and accelerating some of the technologies that we will need on a continuous basis, as well as an opening letter from Mark Zuckerberg taken directly from his commencement speech at Harvard. So that's it. That's the video about what I just shared. And please feel free to share this through your network if you're seeing this through your social networks. And we need to have these conversations in every society, in every culture, in every neighborhood. Awesome. Thanks.